In this video, we'll talk about how your emotional frequency shapes your creative ideas. If your ideas feel flat, or if your creativity feels blocked, or if inspiration comes and goes unpredictably, it's not random, it's your frequency. Your emotional state is shaping the ideas that show up or don't. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Sherman Rivers, and today we're diving into a foundational metaphysical truth. You don't think your ideas, you attract them. Your emotional frequency determines which ideas you're open to receiving. Low frequency attracts low creativity. High frequency attracts high creativity. Let's break this down. Firstly, your emotional state determines what you can perceive. Your emotional frequency acts like a filter. When your energy is low, you see fewer possibilities. Your imagination contracts. Your ideas feel repetitive. Everything feels heavy. Your inspiration is blocked. When your energy is high, your ideas appear naturally. Imagination expands. Creativity feels effortless. Connection forms easily. And inspiration flows. Your mood doesn't just influence creativity, it shapes it. Essentially, low frequency produces closed ideas. Some low frequency states include things like fear and shame and anxiety, overwhelm, frustration, self-doubt, negative self-talk, and it's a big one, exhaustion. These states create narrow thinking and scarcity mindset, repetitive ideas, basically creative paralysis. You go into avoidance. There's self-censorship. You literally cannot access your higher ideas when you're in a lower frequency. Now, in contrast, high frequency produces expansive ideas. High frequency states include things like joy and curiosity and inspiration, confidence, when you're aligned, emotional safety, openness, presence. When you're in these states, it creates original ideas and intuitive insights. You go into a deep creativity, and you'll notice that you'll have spontaneous inspiration. You get emotional clarity. You have this visionary thinking. This is why your best ideas come when you're relaxed, grounded, and open.
Hey, quick break, quick message. If you are stuck forcing output or constantly trying to control your creative process, this is for you. Creator Metaphysics is a free weekly newsletter exploring why creators struggle and how clarity replaces force. Join free at creatormetaphysics.com or scan the QR code you see on your screen. There's also a link down in the description.
Another thing about your frequency is it determines what ideas you tune into. There's the clue in the word frequency and tune into. Think of ideas like radio stations. The stations always exist. They already exist. You're not creating them from scratch. But your emotional frequency determines which stations you can hear. When you're in fear, you tune into fear-based ideas. You start thinking things like play it safe and don't say too much. Don't take that risk. Avoid judgment. Make something basic. But when you're in inspiration, you tune into the inspired ideas. You start thinking more boldly. You're original, intuitive. You become more expressive, more courageous, and creative. Frequency leads to the ideas that you come up with or the ideas that enter your mind. You cannot access higher level creativity from a lower level state. This is the metaphysical truth. Your ideas cannot rise above your emotional state. If your energy is low, your ideas will match it. If your energy is high, your ideas will elevate. Your inner state is the ceiling of your creativity. Raise the state, raise the ceiling. So how do we shift our frequency before we create? Here's how creators elevate their frequency intentionally. We start with regulating our nervous system. Calmness leads to clarity. Safety leads to inspiration. And then we release emotional pressure. We lower the stakes and we let go of perfection. And then we engage curiosity. Curiosity is a high frequency emotion. Once we've done that, we reconnect with our identity. Who am I being as I create this? Okay, so once we've got that done, we need to cultivate presence. We need to get out of our head and get into the moment. And into that moment, we got to bring a better feeling thought. You don't have to be joyful, but you need relief. One thing you can do is move your body. Motion elevates emotion. So your frequency is the gateway to your best ideas. So think about this. Your ideas are not random. They're reflections of the emotional frequency that you're operating in. When you elevate your inner state, you elevate your creative power, your ideas, your expression, and your entire artistic identity. Next in this micro series, we'll talk about why creative blocks are really frequency blocks.